we're talking about a 4-time Olympic champion, somebody that is a legend of the sport, such an icon, and has been untouchable for such a long period of his career. But to win it is a surreal feeling, and the experience in the past few days have been crazy, but obviously over the moon and loving every second of it.
What is your distance? What are you good at?
So I'd say the 10K is probably my best.
So he'd wallop you in a marathon, would he?
Yeah, he would. I thought he would wallop me on Monday, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'd say the 10K is my main distance at the moment as I look to potentially transition onto the roads and in the future half marathons and marathons.
I was just reading, just to give people an idea of just how unexpected this win was. You had to pay your own entrance fee. You didn't have your name on your bib. You weren't considered part of the elite pack, and you had to take the train to the start line. I mean, you really were the underdog.
Yeah, well, I think that's the beauty of the whole story, to be honest with you, is, you know, it was a great day for sport in general. Not just the fact that, obviously, I beat Sir Mo Farah. That was a crazy kind of achievement for myself. But the fact that, obviously, an underdog managed to beat a favourite is a great story in itself. But, yeah, I had to pay my own entry, the £37 that everybody else had to pay. So didn't have a problem doing that. Obviously, I didn't get the elite hotel either, which was on the course. So meant I missed out on a little bit of a lie-in in the morning. So I was up at 6 a.m. and straight on the train into London for the race.
But, Ellis, what I haven't got a hold of is how good are you? Is this a one-off, or are you very, very good in your field?
Look, I think the race hopefully has shown to people the potential that I have when I go onto the roads, especially for the future sort of half marathons and marathons, because I'm 25 now, so I'm thinking positively for the future that I can make major championship teams.
When I was at school, I used to get medals for cross-country running. Really enjoyed it. Your plimsolls, though, were always sodden through.
You're either one type of tissue or the other, aren't you? I was a sprinter. Got the thighs for a sprinter, as they say. But look, just tell us about the race itself, because was it obvious to you quite early on that actually I'm going to beat Mo Farah here? Or at what point did you start to think, hang on a minute, I'm actually going to win this?
Well, he was level with you shoulder to shoulder as you were coming to the line. Now, tell the truth. Were you expecting him then to kick on at that stage?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, when you're racing someone, the stature, the calibre of athlete that Sir Mo Farah is, you're almost just waiting. It is a waiting game. You're expecting him to obviously come around.
In your wake.
He's in your eat my dust.
You really are just expecting and waiting for him to come around, because he's obviously been so renowned over his successful career for having such a fast finish. He's been well known. His sprint finishes have been untouchable. So I was just waiting and waiting, and when I come off the final corner, it didn't truly hit me until I crossed the line, and that feeling was it was just...
You couldn't feel his breath behind you? Were you expecting it?
No, I was looking over my shoulder every now and again just to see, when is he gonna come now? Because I was just looking, I was happy with, honestly, anyway. If I'd come second, I would have been over the moon. Third, fourth, fifth...
You were both out of breath, right? Did he say anything to you?
He did, no. He congratulated me, and he's as humble as ever. And what makes him such a legend is, you know, he's such a nice guy, and I have so much respect for Sir Mo Farah.
Do you think he might have any tips for you? Or might tell some scouts to look out for
I hope so, because you can take quite a lot from somebody of that sort of stature, you know, in terms of the sport, and you can definitely take a leaf out of his book. But
have you been back to work yet?
Last night, yeah. So last night I have a social run group with Up and Running who I work for. So we had a decent turnout last night, to say the least.
Brilliant.
So I took some guys on a social 5-kilometre run, which they really enjoyed.
What's a social 5-kilometre run?
Just for the fun.
While you're running?
Just for the fun.
Pretty much. It brings the community together, and everyone can meet up and it's a free, friendly 5 kilometres where we go and just enjoy it. Gets people together and gets people out and active.
How old are you, Ellis?
25.
So a good man. What an amazing thing. Now, it left... I think it's awful that everybody ends up talking about Mo Farah instead of you, but we will. And it raised these questions of retirement with him, and he was very non-committal, but he obviously was quite shaken from the point of view that he did expect to beat you.
Yeah, I mean...
And everyone else.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I say, it has come a shock to a lot of people. But look, he's just come off the back of, obviously, quite a big training block in Ethiopia of altitude training. I'd also just come off the back of a training block altitude in Font Romeu. But, you know, whenever he decides to hang his spikes up, his shoes up, he's still going to be regarded as the legend that he is. You can't take away what he's done in the sport. It is.
You saved plenty of those pictures and the
show us
video and
your-
everything off today. So he is Ellis Cross, and he is the Vitality London 10,000 metres winner on Bank Holiday Monday, the 2nd of May. So there you are. Congratulations. Keep that polished.
Welcome to the GB News YouTube channel. You can watch us live 24 hours a day, catch up on your favourite shows, and join in the conversation in the comments below.
Don't forget to subscribe and you'll never miss any of our exclusive content.